Merry day, Earthlings! Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Claire and I am a Filipina living in the Netherlands with my Dutch fiance. This is going to be my first ever YouTube vlog in my channel. Since I don't have anything to do this day, I will share to you how a small town Filipina meets her Dutch one. Okay, so let's talk about the very beginning. It was January 22 of 2023. During that time, I was still in college, second year college, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just really focused with my academics, doing engineering, nerdy stuffs. There was this one day, I was just casually doing my home workout, and then suddenly, there's a message coming from a certain foreigner guy, and I thought to myself, okay, maybe this is just a bot account or a dummy account, because I have experienced that before. I didn't directly reply to it. I just went on my home workout, and then during the evening I cared to open it, and I tried checking the profile, and he has quite a lot of friends or followers. So I replied to him. I will show you guys the screenshot of his first ever message. I didn't know how this certain guy popped up on my Instagram account until the next 3 days na we are talking. He told me that there was a notification on his Instagram account that someone liked his comment on an Instagram reel, which makes sense because that very day, nung sinabi ko sa inyo na nag-workout ako, before I did my workout, I was just scrolling on Instagram reel, which is about also finding the one and just waiting until you get to be the best version of yourself, until you get to meet the one. So I was scrolling through the comments, and I have
seen a lot of people are reading their comments. Sorry.
I have seen people putting on their comments in there, and I just casually, randomly like those comments that I like. And I didn't even know who are there. Are they male? Are they female? But then, yeah, that happened. And then he told me, you look cute on your Instagram account. He sent a DM to me because he was interested. And then we went to chatting, and then we went to video calling. And then a month after that, he professed his feelings for me. So yeah, he professed his feelings, and at that time kasi I just came from, what do you call this one? A broken relationship, which is also long distance, although it's not really long distance. So I just kind of didn't see it seriously with this Dutch guy that I've met on Instagram, but then I start to also catch feelings for him. Kasi marupok si ate nyo. So, we were like, okay. We made it official after 1.5 months of talking. We found similarities with each other, most especially with our spiritual beliefs and principles in life, which is really great. And yeah, it just went on really smoothly. So now we are going to talk about the September 16, 2023. This was the time he visited the Philippines. At first, when he told me that he would visit the Philippines, I didn't took it seriously again because he's really 11,000 kilometers away from me. Why would you directly after 6 months of talking, meet me? But then he did that, and that was my first local plane flight. Yes, I came from a very simple family. Hindi natin afford yung mga plane flight tickets during that time. At first, when I was in the taxi going to the airport, I was so scared, and excited and a lot of mixed feelings. But when I saw him in the airport, I didn't. That's my baby cat. That's Totoro. But anyways, when we met each other in the airport, I didn't felt any awkwardness. Like, that's really weird because before, during my puppy love era, whenever I meet my crushes or my first ever boyfriend before, I feel a lot of butterflies and pabebe lang ako, you know what I mean. But when I met him, it's just an instant click. Yung, alam niyo yung feeling na you don't have to mask your true self with that person. And that's how I felt with Josh. It's also the moment that I realized that this could be the one. But I am kind of, in denial pa ako during that time that he's the one. He stayed in the Philippines for like 3 weeks. He met my family, my relatives, my friends. We've really known each other, not just, online, but also in person. And I fell in love with him even more. He's tall, I must say. I am just 4'8". It's kind of intimidating sometimes, but I've gotten used to it. And I like that he's very extrovert. He's really an open book. Sometimes it's too much, but it's also great a balance because I am really an introvert person and a private one. Yeah, he really got along. I've gotten along with my relatives, with my family, and with my friends. I have this one friend of mine, my best friend, even told me
This is the very first time that a boyfriend within our circle that we can really get along with.
I don't know, I just feel kidding.
That my best friend noticed that. And yes, I think September 30 of 2023, we were in this villa resort with my family and relatives, and he kneeled to ask for marriage in front of my family and relatives and few of my friends. Although we talked about it during online and he kept talking about it, I don't know, like I didn't take it seriously again. This is the third time I keep saying this because I don't want to have any expectations. And so yeah, we are engaged in the first time that we met.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, I can understand what you guys are thinking, but that's really what happened. June 7, 2024, last year, ako naman yung pumunta dito sa Netherlands. And mind you guys, before I had my visa approved, I was really, really devastated because I had 2 denied visa applications. So you can imagine all the, of course, finances, emotional struggles, and yeah, just the distance, basically, that we have suffered during that time. And I must say that really strengthened my relationship with Josh. During my first ever international flight naman, June 7, I landed June 8. And oh my gosh, that was very, very, very magical. I went from picking up my luggage from the immigration then. And then I was there. And his mom, his dad, friend, and brother was there. And I really just directly jumped on him and hugged him. And I don't care where would my luggages be going. Ano lang, pure happiness. Finally, we could see each other again, and I didn't expect it that I would ever set my foot in Europe, in the Netherlands. My family are really happy for me too, my sister most especially, my mom, my friends, they're like,
Oh my gosh, sana all!
ako rin sa sarili ko, sinasabi ko, sana all! I get to experience Dutch culture, Dutch food. Wow, I really love hagelslag. And croquette, frikandel, the French fries here, it's very lekker, it's very yummy. I got to meet his friends, his family, his relatives. We went to Belgium, we went to Luxembourg, we went to Paris. There we celebrated our monthsary as well, or anniversary.
Oh my gosh, it's really, really romantic.
Sobrang romantic, and one of the core memories talaga of our relationship with me and Josh. And so, fast forward naman tayo to present. Now, I am here in the Netherlands. I came here on March 15 of this year, 2025. I finally was able to get a long stay visa. So that means that I can stay here for 5 years. And if I want to integrate to become a Dutch citizen or get a Dutch passport, and so I can live here as much as I want, then I can. Again, I have my international plane flight, and I was crying in the plane, thinking, finally, we're gonna be closing the distance. Yeah, it was just feeling surreal when I went to him on the airport, because during that time, no one knows in his side, his family and friends. Only one of his friends know that I am finally staying here in the Netherlands for good. So, yung andun lang sa airport is yung best friend niya and si Josh, sila lang dalawa. And yeah, I really hugged him a lot.
And this time, hindi ako tumalon.
Hindi ako tumalon, guys. Kasi,
Ewan ko.
nag-hug kami. Of course. We hugged each other and we kissed each other, and the rest is history.
Alam niyo yun, hindi ko nasasabihin anong nangyari after that. Char!
I'm already 4 months here in the Netherlands, and wow, guys, when me and Josh would look back on how we started our relationship, and up until now, we're here, we're living in this very simple, cute, comfortable apartment with our 2 cats, Jackie and Totoro. We are just so blessed, grateful that we manage it. There are still a lot of things to learn as a couple, especially an international couple. I think it's more challenging because you have different languages, different cultures, you are being raised differently, love languages as well. A lot of things to consider, especially that you're both in different races. Major thing that we just really learned is to trust each other, understand each other, be flexible. Yes, it's really belangrijk. It's really important that you are flexible with each other. Compromising, dapat flexible kayong dalawa. That's just it. And most especially faith as a couple. Because at the end of the day, even if you are financially stable, emotionally stable, or whatsoever there, if you don't have God, I think it's not meaningful. That's what makes our relationship very, very strong. Especially when we're fighting. Okay, we were like, hold on. Okay, I know we're mad, but then let's give it all to God. Let's surrender it to God. So we pray in the middle of the fight. Those things that we do that makes our relationship very special. I think that's pretty much all of it today, Earthlings. I am really much grateful that I am able to share to you my love story with my Dutch fiancé. I'm happy that you guys are here and you're supporting me. I enjoyed having you as my kachika. If you want to learn more about me, or most especially if you want to know how I was able to successfully have my Schengen visa and MVV visa, I think I'm gonna be talking that about on my next YouTube upload. So please do hit that like button and also subscribe on my YouTube channel for more updates. Have a merry day, Earthlings, and see you in my next vlog. Mwah.